Hello, welcome back to another walkthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. If you have not seen the previous videos with us, recommend you watch them before watching this one. Link below will be hopefully future reference, Dragon Age Origins and 2 that I hope to one day play and obviously post online. And as well as the second walkthrough, my second attempt on Dragon Age Inquisition with the applied saves from Origins and 2. And obviously future reference, Dreadwolf as well, whenever the 4th Dragon Age game comes out. Also linked below will be the Mass Effect Trilogy, which is another game created by BioWare, and obviously any other games created by EA will also be linked below. And as well, similar fantasy kind of games. I'm not gonna say what kind of fantasy. I'm just gonna say the fantasy type game that is Dragon Age will also be linked below. As I said, I'm not gonna go into details for that. I'm just gonna say fantasy games will be linked below. And picking up where we left off, we have finished our quest in the Emerald Graves. We're here in the Hinterlands to kill the dragon here because we already killed the dragon in Emerald Graves, so might as well see if we can kill the dragon in this one, along with getting this one for Varric. Some stuff in here have also some side stuffs here have also opened up, so we'll see which one of these we can do. And then from there, I don't really know what to do from here. Guessing maybe we should start one of the Inquisitive missions. The Here Lies the Abyss is part of the missions that you do with Hawk and the Wardens. This one is where you try to help Empress Selene. It's pretty big and confusing because I've seen bits and pieces of that, and the outcomes you get, you're supposed to either save Empress Selene or get her killed. Either way just makes it so confusing. And I don't even know what that is. And anyway, apart from that, really don't know what to do from here. When it comes to the DLCs, the Descent and the Jaws of Hakon, which for some reason I don't see it anywhere. Like, I really don't know where it is. It used to be here, but I don't see it anywhere. But anyway, when it comes to the DLCs, the Descent and the Jaws of Hakon, there's no specific timeline where you can start them, so maybe when it comes very close to the end, I guess, or maybe like when you done specific missions, like maybe this one, and obviously Empress Selene's one, that's when maybe we'll start the Descent. Or maybe we'll do Here Lies the Abyss first, all the missions with Hawk and the Grey Wardens, and then from there maybe do the DLCs, because when you go to help Empress Selene is where you meet out with Morgan. But because this is in the default story, I don't know if she'll have her son or no, because apparently in the default story, the Grey Warden that you play in Dragon Age Origins is dead. So I don't know if Morgan will have her child or no. And it never said if the Grey Warden's a lady, is a guy or a lady. It didn't say. So I would assume it's a guy because default Hawk in here is a guy, and obviously the trailers and all the advertising they did was obviously a male Hawk, so I would assume it would have been a male Warden. Maybe human Warden and not mage and dwarf elf, so maybe human Warden. Well, apart from that, don't really know what to do from here. There's so many stuffs to do, and don't even know which order to do them from. So So I guess maybe... Maybe we'll do He'll Lie as the Abyss, as I said again. We'll probably do that one. But then after that, you know, we'll probably see, you know, some of the other stuffs we can do around. So, alright, that's enough talking. Let's get the show on the road. Come on, that is such bullshit. It's using the Dragonlings as backup. Come on.
Never better. See the way everything lit up when it tried to fry us. Now that is a fight.
That last burst of flame nearly roasted us. I am very pleased you joined us, Warden Blackwell.
The honor is mine, Lady Seeker.
We need strong, righteous warriors. Now more than ever.
Righteous? I praise Cassandra. Many wardens have hardly lived righteous lives.
True. Yet you give yourself to an order that would die to protect others. It is never too late to do better, and become more than what you are.
That is the hope.
dwarves were clearly up to something. Forza.
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
What is it?
You may want to look into this. Inquisitor, I've something for you.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Looks like I have a reason to go back to the Emerald Graves now.
Better take a closer look.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Ah, your worship. Just watching out for local wildlife. Little glory, but it has to be done. It's just one bear that's become a problem. A huge one. Bigger than I've ever seen. It's rampaged through camp a few times, ripping apart our supplies. One of our workers broke his leg trying to get away. Next time, we might not be so lucky. It must be upset that we're in its territory. It's it or us, so far as it's concerned.
Why are they gone? Oh wait, maybe because Fairbanks is now an agent of ours, so because he's now an agent and we kept his identity as secrets, that's why they're probably at the Skyholds and not here anymore. If we gave them his identity, then for sure they would have stayed. Need to do the other astrariums here.
Word for you.
What is it?
You may want to look into this. This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Turns out they were all done already. But if they're leading to where I think they're heading, I've been there already took the stuff. Oh yeah, I've definitely been in here before. Yeah, I already took everything I needed from here already.
Inquisitor, I've something for you.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Been a long time since I was at sea.
Can we get away from the water? I'm feeling seasick already.
I've arranged an accord between the Marquis and the Dowager. Wonder of wonders. Perhaps they can be useful to us after all. Inquisitor? Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
And who are they supposed to be? Oh, they must be for that Inquisition mission thing. Must be for those three.
No, I did not see him. The report was vague and he
I've no beef with the Inquisition, but you will not station here.
I have my orders.
Maybe. The veil holds no uncertainty for
though
her,
the darkness
and
comes
she will
upon
know
me,
no fear of
I
death.
shall embrace
For the
the
maiden
light.
Do you know where
shall
this
be
noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Poivers invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
Who's sending these assassins?
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Our Legion businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine?
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montilier's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
I'm guessing the actual Comte Boisvert met with a fatal accident.
Comte Boisvert slumbers in a nearby closet. Nothing more. The contract on Lady Montilier's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, lady. May we conclude with my departure?
Go then.
Good day, Your Worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Boisvert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
Am I meant to help out, or am I meant to just leave it like that? Because it says return to Skyhold, so... yeah, let's just go back to Skyhold.
Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training, and I would know my charge. I am your commander in this matter, Commander Helene.
Thank you for coming, Commander Helene.
Commander will suffice, recruit. I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. It is a life. Understanding its hierarchy is the first step. You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors, spectral blade in hand. How to command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
Commander is a title I associate with human forces.
Knight Enchanter has roots in Elven tradition, but it has utility in every tradition. There are no borders for the mage who wields a spectral blade. There is respect, and there is fear.
Who granted your rank? What forces have you served with?
I cannot say.
Then how do I know you're capable?
You know because I have told you, and I will teach you the same authority.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. And we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task, a simple construction. Go, learn, and return. Soon you will lead from the front. Soon you will command.
Hello? Yes, hello. I am your trainer.
Yes?
I am your trainer.
You said that.
Good, because it has been a long journey. The cause is just, and if we don't start soon, you won't have time to learn. I am your trainer.
Thank you for coming to train me.
What? Oh, yes, of course. You're welcome. Thank you. I was charged with studying the breach and the subsequent rifts to discover how they affected traditional disciplines. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. They learnt the power, but couldn't wield it. Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. And with training, you will be incredible. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
You didn't mention your name.
I am your trainer.
That isn't a name.
It is what I am. I try very hard to remember that much. There is so much else to keep in mind. Understand, Inquisitor, that I have learnt it all very quickly, so you do not have to.
Who charged you with studying magic from the rifts?
The Mages Collective. I did not just say that. Yes, I did say it, and we're proud to help. We are nimble, we could move quickly and commit people to this rift magic. Many people. Their lives made it stable and safe. We're very proud.
The rifts were triggered by the breach. There's already a school of magic.
A school? No. Yes. Sort of. The holes in the veil flooded us with magic, and that can be used. It changed some rules, modified them, enough that the careless inverted themselves, old forces in new forms. Others will try, their results will vary, but you will have the best instruction. Because your trainer has already taken the risk. The price has been paid.
Very well. Show me how this should go.
It goes places you have been, and some you have not. That is necessary. So the price is not paid twice. Follow the instruction, and you will know the way. You'll understand the power. Then, I'll show you more. After all, I am your trainer.
Inquisitor, I heard a tapping. My skills are required.
And you are?
Speaker Vius Anaxas. I have come from Navarra as a voice for the dead. Welcome them, and they will serve your cause.
The Inquisition is open to any allies.
Warmth I do not often find. Thank you. I am of the Mortalitazi. We tend to those who have passed and revere their lives by honoring them in death. And when the living are threatened, we give the bodies of the dead physical purpose once more. Necromancy, Inquisitor. The dead will serve for you.
You're saying you can bring the dead back to life?
Of course not. The souls of our departed cross the Fade to be with the Maker. The body is left empty.
Then, what is it that you do?
In the Grand Necropolis, we would usher in a displaced spirit of the Fade, eliminating imbalance. But this is war. Every battlefield has one thing in abundance: death. I turn the bodies of enemies into weapons against them. We do not manipulate the living. We make use of the dead.
What is a Mortalitazi?
We are the caretakers of the Grand Necropolis of Navarra. For the treasured relative, we usher a spirit of the Fade into the void of their mortal form. It honors them both. But when enemies threaten the living, we turn death into a weapon of war, instead of merely the result.
You're a mage who manipulates life. How is this not blood magic?
Blood magic consumes life. It tears at the living to manipulate and destroy. It is a cancer among our kind. We honor life by venerating the dead. We give their mortal form purpose. In combat, perhaps only for a few moments, but that is still more than they had. More than opposing you normally allows.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then your journey begins as others end. The steps are small, but vital. There is instruction and veneration. Then you'll return. We shall see what this life holds for you.
It was an archdemon, they say.
It wasn't.
I'm here.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Not what he's expecting then, because he thinks you're someone.
Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Please, don't stop on my account.
All right. Your move.
You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. And I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
I like this one too. But the one I've seen a lot on YouTube is the one with Liliana, not with Dorian.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
You have siblings?
2 sisters and a brother.
Where are they now?
They moved to South Reach after the Blight. I do not write to them as often as I should. Oh, it's my turn.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
We've been through enough to drop the formalities and simply talk.
I suppose we have. I believe this one is yours. Well played. Did you need something?
You and the Red Templar's leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He was reinstated at the Champion's request, but he was still bitter, still angry. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
Why do you think Samson joined Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction. He spent every last coin buying it from local smugglers. Perhaps Corypheus flattered his vanity, gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
You can't deny being a general is an improvement to living on the streets.
I'd rather die than kneel to Corypheus. Clearly Samson felt otherwise. I don't understand how he became so powerful. Even with Red Lyrium, Samson's glory days are long behind him.
What's been going on?
Madame de Fer said hello to me. Or maybe she was waving at someone else and I just thought she was. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
I should go.
Your worship?
We'll talk later.
How's it going?
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
We don't need those chargers. We've soldiers enough without cells. We all do.
Look at their chat. What good could that bring?
A gracious lady bit.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Just rumors.
I'm here.
I hear you've been busy. I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Do you need something?
So, that book you were reading?
Yes, what of it?
So under that taciturn shell beats a true romantic heart.
Why must it be an accusation? Romance is not the sole province of dithering ladies in frilly dresses. It is passion. It is being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about that?
Don't get me wrong. I like this side of you.
I don't swoon.
I meant the passion.
Ah, well, that's not so bad then.
Inquisitor.
Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
Carry on.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me.
Oh,
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
Oh. I'd like to hear what these rumors are exactly.
I could not repeat them, Your Worship.
Repeat them? So you've shared them before?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Well, that's something.
This sort of thing happens often, does it?
More than anyone tells you. No one knows their own reputation.
Until someone helpfully informs them.
There is that. She meant well, if that's of any concern. I should ask, do the rumors bother you?
Why should it bother me? Everyone's talking about the Inquisition.
That's good. I'd hate to think I brought you any grief. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countrymen, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me. The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
I should go.
As you wish.
You can understand it from both point of views, because Dorian is not Orlais or Ferelden. He's from the Deventer Imperium, the much more upper country area, so it makes sense for people to be aware of him, but because, you know, they trust him, they have no reason to fear him.
Did you need something?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Yes?
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
Between our soldiers and spies, Skyhold's safer than anywhere else in Thedas.
Yet the problem persists. I've tracked down the last two paraquets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royeaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Leliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royeaux?
Give me some time to think this over.
I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the two paraquets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royeaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
Yeah, here we go. So, the romance video I would watch with them before I started playing was a modded romance where, I don't know whether or not she's elven or human, but the character of the Inquisitor is a mod they use to make her look like, the character from, the Witcher 3. What's her name? Crap, I don't remember her name. Hey, oh my god, what is her name again? And oh my god. Is it Yennefer? No. Triss? I think her name is Triss. It's Triss, right? No. Triss is the girlfriend. Fuck. Who? What's her name? Shit. It's not Yennefer, because Yennefer is the other way. It's the other one. No, not her. Crap. What's her name again? Shit, I forgot her name. Oh my god, this is so bad. What is her name? Ciri! That's it, Ciri. That's it, Ciri. Yeah, so the romance video I watched uses a modded Ciri look for her. It's pretty good. I won't lie. The video is actually pretty good, and the mod they use to make the Inquisitor look like Ciri is really, really good. I like it. So I watch that video more than I do with the hour 15-minute one, because the one I watch is like 53 minutes and the other one you meant to watch is an hour. It's more longer. But anyway, when I watch that one, it reaches to the point to where Josephine asks you for help, but it doesn't show what happens from there. So I looked it up, and all it pretty much says is that, you know, even if you choose to dispatch Liliana's assassins, you speak with Josephine and Valrial to complete the quest. Josephine regrets pursuing this course of action, but is thankful that she's safe and her family trade route status cannot be restored. The conversation otherwise exactly the same. So even if you chose to dispatch Liliana's assassins, you still get the option to romance her. Because that's why I was so confused. Like, I was thinking, like, if we go with the optional one, would that ruin the romance? And it doesn't. According to what I'm reading right now, it doesn't. Yeah. So that's good, at least. That is good. And yes, technically I am cheating, but technically, you know, I have been cheating this entire game, because, you know, I have literally been watching many Dragon Age Inquisition videos along with Origins and 2 videos, so, you know, technically I am cheating. And eventually, you know, when I play Origins and 2, you know, I've already cheated and seen videos and videos of some quests, some full walkthroughs and all that, so I pretty much know what I'm gonna get myself into for Origins and 2 eventually when I play them. So yeah, so it's good to know that either one does not ruin your chance at a romance. But obviously, you know, if you speak to Josephine about the next move, obviously that's more longer, because you're gonna have to do stuff for her. And also, you know, if you want a quicker route, get Liliana to dispatch assassins. And either way, it works out, so that's good.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
Why did the Duparaquets hate the Montiliers so much they set up a permanent assassination watch?
A Montilier and a Duparaquet fell in love. A young couple, pledged elsewhere, attempted to elope. The whole thing ended so violently, it's a wonder any survived. It's fortunate the Duparaquet's descendants hold no grudges.
What if the Duparaquets refuse to aid you?
I've already contacted the Duparakets, Inquisitor. They're ready to help us. It will be a long road, but a lordship is a chance to restore a proud lineage to their heirs. Besides, I've promised them a heavy bag of coin once this is over.
How exactly does one turn farmers into members of the upper classes?
There are procedures for granting honored citizens of the Empire the title of Lord or Lady. Very long procedures. And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half of it.
Are you sure the House of Repose will forget this assassin contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Val Royeaux's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides, the guild would never risk being so unspeakably crass.
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
Breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in Orlais. A common merchant may lack the resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, it would be shameful.
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val Royeaux if we want to make the Duparakets lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Duparakets as lords.
You read the report?
It was unusual. Is he always so blunt?
Yes. To work? We cannot neglect our soldiers' training.
Can we neglect roads? Our allies cannot take the same route through the mountains we did.
All right.
Let's see what we have.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Hello there. Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. The reach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Herod's devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had to fight to do it. Everyone said I couldn't. Everyone. I swept floors in libraries, traded rooms for tomes. I met outsiders like me, new thinkers. If there's something to know about magic, I'll find it. There's no barriers to what magic can do, is there? No matter what they say.
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste least a chance to get close to you. And Corypheus, my goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Vale. Also, dwarves, we don't dream. So, when mages talk about it, I can only, well, dream what it would be like. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. The rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
What qualifies you to be an arcanist?
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it. I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding. Coming from the Smith caste, I know the value of mastering a craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting? Probably.
Enchantment! Yeah, I love the dwarf in Origins then too. I love that dwarf.
What is it you do, exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in the Smith caste. So the hammer and tong, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. It drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks?
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
Another time, Dagna.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
So pretty much when I used it before, when I created the staff or the sword, whichever I used, turns out I needed to wait, do this first, and then do the crafting. So I was supposed to wait first.
At your service.
Inquisitor.
Well, I'm not gonna stand around here and wait, so let's go to a new place and check it out. And since the
Any news
Exalted
on rifts
Plains
beyond reach of the
is
Inquisition?
Yes. And it is not good.
one of them, let's check out the Exalted Plains and see what we can do there.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
This rebel group, tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
What history were you talking about?
After the fall of Halam Sharal, what remained of the Elven army met the forces of the Exalted March here. When offered a chance to lay down their arms and surrender, they refused.
What else can you tell me?
Scouts have sighted Dalish elves. There must be a clan camped somewhere on the plains.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Off the ramparts. I wonder why.
I was never good at doing what other people wanted.
How can anyone stop these things?
Are you Imperial Army?
Yes, Your Worship. I fight on the side of Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, rightful Emperor of Olay.
The peace talks in Halam Sharal mean an end to hostilities, don't they?
We're no longer fighting each other, but the demons, the dead. It was easier when we fought just men. You can win against men.
What's happened here?
We were trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those free men showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the free men are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
I should be going.
I must admit, Cassandra, I've never heard of these Seekers of Truth.
Why would you? They do not exist in Tevinter.
But what are they? Some manner of Super Templar? Is this one of those sudden secrets like proper hygiene?
Once we worked from the shadows, monitoring Templars and mages alike.
Ah, that clearly worked out well.
Your glibness does you no credit. The Mage Rebellion was beyond even our power to control.
Cleaning up takes longer than anything else.
I don't know.
And you?
3 men.
I don't know.
Oh, yes.
One down!
They did it. I can't believe they retook the ramparts. Maybe if we got word to the Marshal. But Fort Reverson surrounded by undead and locked down. I must tend to our fallen.
I should be going.
Your worship.
It's the Grand Ball in the Winter Palace, you stumped me.
In the Inquisition? Red jelly?
I told you I was right not to send supplies to Haven. Look what happened there.
Inquisitor.
I am more worried about
What
who
an
attacked
unexpected
them and
pleasure. You must
Who
have had
cares?
a long journey
The
to
Chantry
city.
declared them
Might there be any
An
news from
attack
this
was
house?
just a matter of time.
The most holy...
Here's a letter from Ellery. He's safe with his family in the Dales.
Oh, my Ellery. Oh, bless you. The Dions will sponsor the Duparakets as a family deserving of a noble title, Inquisitor. You have my word. Now please, forgive my hastiness, but I must read Ellerly's words. Make her keep you.
Your worship.
Inquisitor!
What happened here?
The House of Repose decided to pay a visit. The guards arrived in time, but I should have guessed the assassins would infiltrate the servants.
Are you sure they didn't hurt you?
They only frightened me. It was all so sudden. Leliana assigned people to shadow me. They appear to have saved my life. I owe you everything, Sergeant.
Only my duty, Ambassador. I'll talk with the spy master about these murderous louts. She'll find how they got in.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What's the next favor we need to get these Duparakets a lordship?
We need a judge of the royal court to procure documents acknowledging them as nobility again. At your service.
To work?
Let's see what we have.
Let's just wait. It's gonna be tiring to go back and forth.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What's the next favor we need to get these Duparakets a lordship?
We must persuade Minister Belize to ratify the papers. She's in charge of these matters of rank. The minister will be at a small fete thrown by the Marquis Wiscott. I'll get you an invitation. Inquisitor?
Thank you for seeing me in private, Minister Belize.
I chastise you for taking me from the party, Inquisitor, but the Marquis throws such dull affairs. It's hardly worth it. I assume you wish to discuss your petition to elevate these du Paraquets to a minor lordship. Tell me, why should I allow you to pollute the Orlesian nobility any further than it's already been muddled?
The du Paraquets used to be noble. You'd be restoring an old house of Orlais.
Restoring it far too late. What are the du Paraquets now? Traders? Farmers? Really, it is too much. The very thought causes me pain. What can you possibly provide that will make your petition worth my effort?
Really? Is this a joke? This has to be a joke, right? This has to be a joke. There's no way you romance her like that just to get the price off your girlfriend. No way. Scratch that, yes. I looked it up and it's totally legit. Fucking crazy.
I don't think we'll be missed from the party for a while.
Are you quite serious?
For the pleasure of your company, Minister. Absolutely.
Lock the door. And fetch me some pillows.
I received a letter from the House of Repose, Your Worship. They acknowledge their contract is null and void. There is no longer a price on my life.
I'm glad you don't have to live your life looking over your shoulder anymore.
I regret we were forced to deal with them, that you were endangered by my part in the game. Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
You were a singer?
Bards entertain the Orlesian court. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
What made you interested in becoming a bard?
I was attending a university in Valroyo when I learned about bards. There was such an air of romance about them. Stories of secrets, trysts, and fascinating people. A group of us, young gentry from Antiva, decided this exciting life was for us.
How did you go from being a wandering singer to an ambassador?
In a very sad fashion. During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bald drew a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
You were only defending yourself.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
He seemed willing enough to murder you for the game.
Perhaps. I feel I'm the last to judge whether or not he would have actually used the blade. In all the commotion... forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Such a gracious woman deserves nothing less.
Such talk. I'm quite overcome.
Should I stop?
Oh, no. I mean, yes. I meant no, I don't... Well, if you meant to draw a blush to my cheeks, you've completely succeeded. Let's return to Skyhold before anyone notices.
It's looking good. Not good enough, but good.
Leliana wished to speak with you, Inquisitor. It seemed rather urgent. It's good to see you.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Inquisitor, may I have a word? I notice you've paid Lady Montilier quite a number of compliments.
Yes. I enjoy her company very much.
An entanglement with our ambassador seems most unwise. I asked Josephine to join the Inquisition because we needed a diplomat, not so she could be toyed with.
Is my own spy master telling me to watch myself?
While it would be pity of me to tamper with your supper over this, she is a very good friend. Josephine's no stranger to courtly intrigue. But love? There she's an innocent. She has no idea you are truly attracted to her. If indeed you are.
What do you have against the idea of me being attracted to Josephine?
I have not known you long, Inquisitor. Neither has Josephine. Her heart is easily carried away. I want to be sure it's taken by someone who truly cares. So, if you feel anything towards Josephine, I want to know.
I'm sorry, but how exactly is this not any different with you flirting with, the Warden Commander, exactly?
Yes, I'm very attracted to Josephine.
Is that so? Whatever is between you, I ask that you treat her with kindness. For her sake, as well as yours.
Whatever happens, I'm glad to see Josephine has a concerned friend here.
I have so few true friends these days. Those that are left I deeply cherish. I will not trouble you any further, but I do watch over my friends. Good day, your worship.
Well, Leliana just gave me quite the speech.
What about?
About us?
Oh, she is impossible. Might we discuss this somewhere more private? Leliana said I was an innocent in love?
More or less.
Of all the... I'm quite capable of understanding our association. I've never thought your intentions were overly romantic, Inquisitor. I assure you.
Perhaps I should have composed a ballad then. Or sent roses.
What? You mean you do? We've only just... I didn't wish to presume you harbored any tender feelings for me.
I won't deny a certain captivation, Josephine.
But we haven't even known each other a few short months. How can you declare this liking for me after such a brief time together?
You've intelligence, elegance, and I always delight in your company. It seems most natural to want to be close to you.
I would not object to a closer relationship between us, my lady. If that sounds agreeable to you.
Nothing would make me happier.
Well, then.
I find their romance really romantic. And it's why, you know, when I said to myself, you know, when I finally get Dragon Age Inquisition, Josephine will be my literal first romance. And thankfully, you know, you can romance her as both male or female. But then obviously, you know, most people go for Solis because of the story and for the drama, because, you know, he's Van Harel, Dreadwolf, so especially, you know, you're playing as an elf and you're either mage, warrior, or whatever, you know, it makes it more dramatic for you to romance Solis knowing that he has been the real enemy the whole time. But, you know, when it comes, you know, story-wise or whatnot, you know, Solis or Josephine can literally be the perfect option. But for me, always Josephine. And, you know, I just love how, you know, Leliana is literally judging her for liking Josephine for, like, they've known each other for, like, story-wise, what, a month or so? And yet technically saying the events for Origins is technically 2 weeks, and yet in those 2 weeks, Leliana flirts and falls in love with the Grey Warden. With Morgan, it happens naturally. You're the one that's doing that to Morgan. With Leliana, she's doing that to you. So, for her to judge you for that, it seems a bit hypocritical if you ask me. But nonetheless, you know, it's all good. It's all good. So anyway, since we finally romance and Josephine, we'll stop here. And because we've went to the Exalted Plains, we're gonna go back there in our next video. And then maybe once we're done with the Exalted Plains, that's when we'll start the Here Lies the Abyss mission with Hawk and the Grey Wardens. So we'll stop here, be back with us again another time, and as always, leave a like and comments.